Alrighty. Live. Cool. I have no idea what's in this box. I have this box right here. Maybe there's some good enders, maybe there's not. And it's raining again. I'm not sure what's up with this weather. But wow. You guys probably could hear that. Super loud thunder. I was just gonna crack this box open, see what we can get for enders. There we go. Crazy storm going on. I mean, there was a storm earlier today too, but I'm not sure whose box this is. Did Brinks change their rules? Because they used to be like blank, you know, instead of saying 50 cents pennies on here. So I don't know what this is. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if they changed their rules or what's going on. I definitely got some copper on the ends, but that's not too uncommon. We got a Canadian ender. Nice. Queen there. Queen Elizabeth II. I hope you're all doing good. Anyone watching? Yeah, that's a 59, or that could be a wheat penny right there. It's a 50 something. Check that out. I don't know if you can see that. The date is like 1950 something. It's definitely a 50s. Hopefully it's like a wheat penny. That'd be cool. A wheat penny ender. Start the box off. $55D maybe? It's been a while since I've been through pennies. Oh no, it's a 59D. So not a wheat penny, unfortunately, but I don't know. Pretty close. I'll just say it's an ender. Definitely some old copper on these. I don't know, just some more memorial backs on the back of these pennies look like they could be 60s or something like that. Setting my alarm for tomorrow. Maybe we'll find some proofs today. Wheat pennies. I feel like it's gonna happen. No enders besides that Canadian ender. And then a 59. It's not really an ender, but could pretend like it is. weird to pick up these rolls because I'm so used to picking up nickel rolls. Put all these pennies back in here so they're easier to go through. Let's open the 59D one. Looks like we got someone in here. Welcome to the second live stream of the day. Maybe we'll be lucky enough to find an Indian head. But yep, 59 Denver. Just one of the ones I keep. The ones I keep are like 59 through 69. And then of course wheat pennies. But besides that, I don't keep any copper or anything like that. I don't keep the 70s copper. Because I did that for a while and I ended up just hoarding pennies for a long time. It wasn't good. I mean, it was good because I was saving money. It just, I don't know. Because I did turn them back in. Ooh, a 2009. Our first find. And that's actually a really nice 2009. Borderline proof. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. It's not a proof, but it is really nice. It's a 2009 plane. Look how it shines. So a nice one. I'll definitely be keeping that. Alright, I got two things full of nickels over here. Need to clear some space for a discard penny bin. Or just any kind of box. So right now I'm setting up a bin for, dumping stuff in. And it's not a nickel bin. I mean, no, it is a nickel bin. It's not a penny box. It's a nickel box. There we go. There we go. Let's open the Canadian ender, see what this one is. What year? Because the years are on the backs of the Canadian pennies. Or is the queen on the back of the Canadian penny? That is a good question. Alright. Looks like it's a 1965, so the very first year of the new queen design. It's not a young head queen. It's a more modern type. So 65, pretty good. Got a 68 in here, 68D. Probably not going to show you the 61s I take out, but if you see me taking stuff out, that's what I'm taking out, is 60s pennies. I thought it was a 70S, but it was a 70D. Also take, estimate mark coins out, but it doesn't happen too often. Oh! It's just talking about young head. Here's one right here. That's nice. I like finding these. It's like the wheat pennies of Canada. It's a 1961 too, which is kind of a rare one to get. Definitely get a lot of 64, 63s. Not a lot of 62s or 61s, but it's harder to get like 53, for example, or 54. Some of the earlier years they made them. Just because I think they made a lot more 64s than anything else. 67. So some good finds just in the beginning of these rolls. It's awesome. It's so weird to slide pennies off of here after doing nickels for a while. It's like nickels are a lot heavier than pennies are. And yeah, I wouldn't do the same thing with dimes because I'm just hunting dimes for silver. So it's just like I just pick up the entire roll and just dump it when there's no silver. It's a weird looking one. Maybe it's an 86. It just looks like someone mangled it or something. Not like mangled it, it just like maybe melted the outside. So nothing worth looking at. Just realized. Should probably get you guys closer so you can see better. A 2015 D. It's a really nice one. I might keep that. That's the thing about pennies. It's like, oh, I found a nice penny. I'm going to keep it, you know, just because it's 1 cent. It's not breaking the bank. I feel like I'm breaking the bank whenever I go get coins. They're like, oh, he's back again and he wants more coins. No, my bank people that I hang out with more. When I go see the bank people, they're always so nice. So. I do have a few banks that are just like, they don't want to give me coins. And they're just like begrudgingly giving me stuff. One of those banks has Loomis rolls, so that's why I like going to that bank. But besides that, it's like I don't like going to that bank. So I usually go to the same bank. They usually give me quite a bit of coins. Like just the other day when I was there, they gave me 2 boxes of nickels and 1 box of pennies. And I hadn't ordered anything or anything. They just gave me that. I'm like, okay. What I usually say is like, what kind of pennies can you spare? Here's a new design of the Queen. And this one is just a year after that other one. It's a 1966. So I like those older 60s Canadians. They're cool. I like the newer ones too, because they're lower mintage. The newer ones, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if you're actually from Canada and you know that, but I thought they were, but they might not be. It's a 59. That's always good. I don't score the penny boxes or anything like that. I just look through them for wheat pennies and everything like that. All right. Just changing the camera angle. Wow, that thunder is intense. It's a weird, messed up looking penny. It's a 1969 D. But someone's like sliced out of it. Slices. It's like they're trying to cut it up. $61. Taking that out. It's a nice 1990. I think I might take this out. Might be the better one than the one in my book. It's just perfect. What, for being almost 30 years old, it's pretty nice. The 2017 P. Might take that out just because it's nicer looking. I feel like I'm gonna have to go through these pennies pretty fast. $64. Some messed up looking zinc pennies in here. This is copper. Not sure what the date is though. Looks like 71. If it was the 60s, I probably would have kept it. 67. $84. There's so many errors on coins. Always looking for that double ear. I shouldn't say always because I don't go through pennies that often for this reason. And I'm like, I get caught up in the errors that are on coins and I just stop and look at them too long. Let's get some Wheaties, shall we? How many rolls has it been? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is roll number 7. $19.59, so close. Another 59. I think we're up to 3 of those now. It's a nicer 72. Now I gotta check this one for the double die. Just because it's so nice. If it was a double die, that'd be awesome. But it's not. Still keeping it though. It's a nice copper penny. Looks like we got a, yep, Canadian in here. That's just what I was gonna say. Maximus Silver Seeker says, hey. Hey. Welcome to the stream. It's a 1983 Canadian. And I guess I should say, like, just so you know, I am from Michigan. So I do end up with a bunch of Canadians because I am a border state. So if you're wondering or you wonder why I get so many Canadians out of rolls, you know why now. I'm actually pretty close to Ontario, you know, southern part of Michigan. A lot of traffic comes in here from Canada, but now that they don't have pennies, I don't know. They're not spending pennies, but yeah, you know, pennies have just been been pushed across the border for a lot of years. The oldest Canadian I found penny searching is 1920 King George V from Canada. That's pretty crazy. Any finds? We've got a young head Canadian. Where'd she go? There she is. I have just started doing coin videos. Check it out if you want. Yeah, check everyone out. Check Maximus Silver Seeker's channel out. I don't know if I'm subscribed or not, but I think I might have. And if I'm not, let me just subscribe, my brother. Oh, looks like I'm not subscribed. Nope, I am subscribed. Never mind. Yep. And you got 166 subscribers, so good for you, dude. You got 4 videos. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good subscriber count. $64. So yeah, I take the 60s out. This is 63D just to save a little money. I'm like hoarding 60s pennies right now. But just because I don't find a lot of them, and it was like, you know, it's only 1 cent. Kind of gets me. Ooh, we got a nicer Canadian, and then we got another. Wait, how many Canadians is that? It's like 3 in a row, guys. Yeah, 3 Canadians in a row right there. Here's a 1995 Canadian. Wow, you found 6 silver quarters in May and 1 standing Liberty quarter? Dude, that's amazing. That is really nice. Here's a nice 1995. I might have to replace this one in my book, but I don't actually have a book for these years. I sold it. But that's always nice to get those nicer Canadians. Here's one of the commemoratives. 125 years of Canada becoming a country. It's a 1992 commemorative. And then here's another one. Another older Canadian. It's a 1969. A lot of 60s Canadian so far. That's good. Got a 61, 66, 65. Oh, and we just found a wheat penny. Our first wheat penny. Nice. It's actually pretty good shape. So wheat ears are in pretty good shape. I'm going to guess this is probably from the 50s. Yeah, I keep all the Canadian pennies I've found. Let me just show you. The Canadian pennies I've collected. This is about $20 worth of pennies, and they're all from Canada. If not, just a little few. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, I know. But yeah, creature of habit. Once I see a Canadian, it goes in this jar. Got plenty in there. I actually took some out from this anyways. Oh, there's another coin in there. I think that's Canadian dime that's in here. Right there. I put like any of my Canadian coins in here. I think I have some toonies in here too. Loonies and toonies. But yeah, quite a bit of Canadian pennies. And well, let's just figure out what this wheat penny is. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, my guess is probably 57. It's a 57, I was right. 1957 Denver. So the most common wheat penny probably you can find, but still a wheat penny nonetheless. I like it. Let's keep hunting. This has been a pretty good roll so far. Got all those Canadian coins, and then actually this is a nice 2014 D. Actually, it's got a smudge on it. Never mind. I'll try to grab the best looking coins I can find. But what else did we get earlier? We got this earlier. It's a 1972 penny. It's all right. I like it. Coin Searcher 2 is here. It says hello, everyone. Hello, Coin Searcher. How are you? Just doing a casual penny hunt with you guys. If I can open this roll. Usually people have screwdrivers and things like that to open them. Sometimes they're a pain, sometimes they're alright. Like, they're not that bad. It's a 1974 D right on the end. It's a really nice coin. But you find a lot of those. I don't know how, maybe we'll just keep those pennies for years and maybe they'll become valuable. 1970 D. What was this? 69. Taking that out. They refuse to take it. What state are you in? I don't know. I don't feel like they'd be that refused to take it, Someone paid me all in Canadian money once, but I am in Michigan. I was like, okay, I'll take this. Actually, I think they had a few bucks American, and then they gave me a bunch of change Canadian. But I was working at a Tim Hortons, which is Canadian place, Canadian based, and they just thought I could just, return the money somehow to Canada, even though we weren't in Canada. It's a 1966. I don't know why I'm showing you that. But like right behind that one was a 1964. We already know that's going to be a young head. Pretty nice. We're racking up those Canadians. Come on. Gotta get those wheat pennies now. Is that a wheat penny? I don't know. Oh, it is a wheat penny. I just guessed. Is that 2-1-1 roll or was that a different roll? I think that was a different roll. What do we got here? A 1950 something. It was just old looking, and I was like, I don't know if that's a wheat penny or not. If they see them. Are you implying you like put stuff in rolls and then give them to the bank? Let's see what this is. It's a 1951 Denver. That's alright with me. Crusty looking wheat penny. It's still a wheat penny. And we're not too far into the box either, so that's pretty nice. So we got a young head, we got a wheat penny. It's a pretty good roll right there. I almost thought that was a 2009. It was 2005. Oh yeah, that's what we found earlier too. We found a 2009. Where did I put that? Oh, here it is. It's a really nice 2009 too. Birth and early childhood. It's in really good shape. It's a 2009 P. And we got another Canadian. And more 60s. But it's a nicer Canadian. It's probably 2000s, 2002. Actually, 2001, maybe. Oh, it is 2001. Guessed it. See, that just shows how many Canadians I've seen in Michigan. But I just, based on the front design of the Queen, I can just figure out what the date is. Calling Canadians. Calling them how I see them. I got another Canadian in here too. Same kind of Queen design. Either 2000, 2001. Could be 90s. But I'm guessing it's probably, let's say 98. It is 1997, so I was close. But yeah. Pretty cool. Another Canadian. If I'm gonna have more and more trouble with this, I'm gonna have to get some kind of tool to open these up. Got a Canadian, 3 coins in or 2 coins in. It's 1981. This older design, and it's not like the weird octagon or whatever pentagon shape that it normally is. Not pentagon. They're not pentagons. That's 5-sided. It's like a 10-sided. So is that like a decagon? Found a wheat penny. 2 coins after that. So that's pretty nice. Wow, that's nice. You worked as a window clerk for 20 years. It's a 1948D. Should have guessed it, but I didn't know. Kind of looks newer too, so I probably wouldn't be able to guess anyways. Hopefully we get some old ones in here, like teens wheat pennies. 69. Taking that out. All right. Nothing there. I am hunting for West Point quarters. I don't know if you're talking to me, but yes. I have a few videos dedicated to that. I went through an entire box looking for the West Point quarter, but I just need to go through more boxes. Uh, 68 Denver. Ah, 2009. Almost missed it. Birth and Early Childhood. The crusty version, not the one we found earlier. But I do keep all my 2009s as well, the ones I find. So back there is my 2009 bin. Got them all. I got all my coins like in different bins, but in that old peanut jar is my 2009s. Wow. 2 Lowell, and 6 Memorial West Point quarters. And I sold the 6 Memorial on eBay for $220. That's amazing. Good for you, bud. If I find one, I'd probably keep it and get it graded. I don't know if you got yours graded or not. And that's probably something I actually would hold on to. But I don't know how many they made. Didn't they make like... I don't know how much they made. Someone would probably tell me. You guys know how many they made? I guess I could look that up too. But if you guys just know off the top of your head, that'd be simpler. Oh, we got another 2009. We're kind of dirty presidency. It's a 2009 plane. So that's cool. And we got a Canadian. 1981 again. 281s. And we got another 2009. Birth in an Early Childhood. D. That's pretty cool. $65. So we found 3 wheat pennies so far. That's not bad. Another Canadian. This one's 1989. I thought it was a 1980, but it's too shiny. Too shiny on the digit for me to read it. 1961D. $1969D. It's actually a nicer 2008. I might keep that. $85D. It's pretty nice too. Man, I should stop doing that. Keeping every nice penny I find. $63D. 69D. 1978. It's nicer, but not that nice. I don't think I'll keep it. Got a 68. Looking kind of black. Black and messed up. Another Canadian. It's a 1979. Got a 66 too. Oh, DMC is here. DMC saying hi to himself again. DMC! Being a troll. Trolling yourself. So we got 5 of you guys in here. So thanks for being in the stream. If you could smash that like button, that'd be awesome. Really help the channel out. You got a 2019 right here. 2019D. Imagine we find a 2019 W in here. That'd be crazy. It's like someone just took it out of a proof set, just threw it in circulation. It's a nicer 1962 D. Definitely found some better ones in the past, but since in 60s, I'm gonna keep it. I got a 67. And put my wheat pennies in a different place so they don't get mixed into the 60s pennies. $2,070. I'm just taking some of these out to maybe to replace with the ones I already have. If they're better, I'll swap them out. 1974. That's a weird one. I don't know if that's been cleaned or what. It's like lightly colored. I don't know. Dumping them. A misshapen oddity penny. What does that even mean? What did it look like? Decided to rip open these rolls with a P38 can opener from the Vietnam War. See if that works. Kind of looks like it's working. Haha! That might be my new favorite tool. It kind of worked. Looks like we got a 67. I wonder if those like thick Indian head pennies would end up making it into circulation, like the 60s, 1860s Indian heads. I wonder if that has ever happened before. That'd be interesting. Things like the size of 2 pennies. Looks like we got some older copper in here. Right in there. Yeah, it's a wee penny. Called it. Not really. But here's a 1956D. Weedy. Got 4 of those so far. There's a nice 2017 P. Always looking for these. Almost looks uncirculated. 63 Denver. Denver. Canadian. And there's a Wheatie right there. It looks really old too. Find out what that is quickly. It's a 1963, so it's what? I guess it's an 83? I don't know what does it say? Oh, 65. I was like, it's gonna be a young head, but then it's not. It's the first year of the new design. All these pennies are like stuck to stuff. Maybe this one just looks worner than normal. I'm guessing like 40s or at least 39 or, at least old. What was that? 1944 S looks like. Let's see what that is. Yeah, it's a 44S. Definitely don't find those too often. Cool. 5 wheat pennies so far. Got a nicer 1980. I don't think I'll keep that one. It's nice though. Nothing else? Just grabbing a different tool from my multi-tool to open the rolls better. Can opener. Using multiple can openers to open these things. Different kinds of can openers. So how you guys doing? Doing pretty well? Hope so. $64. That's a crusty one. Oh, the key dates to search for in pennies? That's a good question. Leave that there. Let me look in my book real quick. I'm not really exactly sure what they are. Well, definitely the 1909 VDB, the 1909 SVDB. 1909 VDB is 28 million. 1909 SVDB has 484,000. 1909S has 1.8 million. So definitely a lot of the teens wheat pennies are like low mintage, or like 1924D has 2.5 million. 1924S has 11.7 million. 1923S. It's like some of these ones that I'm missing in my book. The low image is 1913S, 6.1 million. 1913D, 15.8 million. Just things like that. 1912, 4.4 million. But if you don't want to look at the quite old dates, you got 1930 to 1928. These ones aren't as rare. But the 1938S is 15.2 million. I still need that one. 1931S is probably the one you want. It's at 866,000. Another old one or rare one is the 31 plain with 19.4 million, or the 31D with 4.8 million, or the 1930S with 24.3 million. A lot of those 31s are low mintage. Some of them are. Like the 33 plain is 14.4 million. That one's pretty low. Or the 1932D with 10.5 million. I've been using a flathead screwdriver. Yeah, a lot of people use a flathead screwdriver. I don't know. I just didn't pick up doing that, so that's why I haven't been doing that. But a lot of the 40s and 50s nickels are in the hundreds of millions. Probably the lowest mintage one. In the 40s and 50s, I'm looking for it. It might be the 54 plain at 71.9 million. 56D has 1.1 billion. And 57D also has 1.1 billion. Yeah, they just made a ton of them. A ton in the 40s and 50s. That's why they're not, that collectible. But like 38S, 15.2 million. It's a good one. Or the 39D with 15.5 million. That's just a few. I should do a comprehensive video of that. Which ones you should be looking for. So definitely a lot of the teens ones are good. And 20s and 30s is the lower mintage ones. But when it comes to 40s and 50s, they're pretty common. But they're still cool to find. It's a weird toned one, 1972. It's like purpley. I'll show you guys that one. It doesn't show up that well on film. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna toss it back. Looks like we have a Canadian in here already. I see one. So Canadians and pennies, when it comes to pennies, there's just a ton of them. Looks like an older one though. It's a 1968 Canadian penny. I was working at a coffee shop, which is Tim Hortons. And one day I was looking in the cash drawer just for coins that are valuable. And I find 6 silver quarters all in the same container. And I was like, well, this is crazy. And then about a week later, I found another one. So I'm right there with you, Maximus Silver Seeker, and finding weird silver just out of nowhere. Because I haven't found, well, that's not true. I found a silver quarter recently and $150 in quarters I went through. It's 1964 and it was pretty nice. And then when it comes to, I guess, I found some nicer silver stuff, and I found a silver dime and change. Found steel cents in the dimes. I was talking about that earlier today, I think. Was I? No, that was a different video I was watching. I was rewatching one of my own videos. Yeah, I found a silver dime. Not silver dime. I found a steel penny, steel cent in the dimes at work because it looked like a dime. It was so new looking. Small pennies, says Isaac Zirk. Yeah, what are the prices? So I looked up different values of pennies. That's what those are. I didn't buy any of those pennies. Besides the ones from the teens, I bought entire rolls of teen pennies for pretty cheap, so I had to buy them. I had to because they were so cheap. And I would like a roll for $1.50 for teens pennies. That just doesn't happen. You can usually buy different dates if good enough shape, and I don't know, a whole one pennies from the teens. I don't know. Some people pay $1 for those, or people have them priced for $1. I don't know. It depends on where you go to buy coins, of course, but some people have prices really high, and some people have them I'll just give you coins, I'll just give you such and such. So yeah, I did work at a coffee shop for a long time, but now I work at a stain shop. I don't know if you can see, but under my fingernails is black. I was using black stain, so now it's under my fingernails and I can't get it out. I work at a stain shop. We stain decks and houses and we paint houses. It's kind of that kind of thing. You find a lot of Canadians, yeah. Yeah, we do. No wonder I have a huge jar full of them, right? $72. I'm gonna find that double die one day. Double die verse on the 1972 on the date, and in God we trust. That's something else you could be looking for in pennies. If you're not just looking for wheat pennies. 61 plain. And I know there's plenty of other errors other than that one. I'm just saying, you know, basic errors that I know of. Another reason I don't like going through pennies. Wait, any Indian head pennies? I mean, I have some, but I bought them. And I only found one ever. And I ended up giving that one to Penny Pinchers. I don't know if you've heard of his channel, because he's kind of been inactive for a while. He donated money to the channel. Donated $5 for penny rolls, and he ended up getting an Indian head. The very first Indian head I ever found. I think it was in 1906 or 1905. That's pretty crazy live stream right there. Got a 1991 Canadian. Definitely like one of the craziest finds I've ever had is a 1920 Canadian. King George V on it. I found 3 of those. So far, and then in, I don't know, a more recent live stream, so maybe like 2 months ago, I found a 1932 Canadian. That's also King George V. But I hadn't found any other date besides 1920 until that moment, and I was like, well, that's pretty cool. Alright, that one's a little bit strange. Look at that. 1979D. It's like Abraham Lincoln's got a blue halo or something. It's like he's turned into an alien. I don't know, I like this one. I might just keep this because it's weird looking. This 69 Denver. (2019) Denver. (2017) P. And a Canadian. And this one's kind of special, guys. It's like a wheat penny of Canada. 1951. You should follow JB Coins to see all the coins to look for. Yeah, I could do that. But then I'd be looking through pennies like a sloth. But yeah, here's a 1951. Making this a King George VI. And I absolutely love finding these. Just because they look so nice. I don't know. And they're hard to find. So I call them my Canadian wheat pennies as well as those young head Canadians. But King George VI are nice too. Usually I find them from the 40s. Just this one seems like it has a different kind of coin in it than a penny, because the roll has this raised surface right here. I'm trying to make it more pronounced by rubbing my dirty finger on it. There you go. You can see it better now. And let's figure out what this is. I rolled. Yeah, this is a magnet. Sometimes I do that. Roll them over the rolls to see if there's something else in here. It could just be a smashed penny. Is that a blank planchet? I think this is a blank planchet. Or it used to be. Because it doesn't feel like there's any surface on it. It could just be a copper, whatever someone thought was a penny but wasn't. Let's see if it's like the thickness of a penny, so that's what I would probably say, but it's kind of big. Let's see. Is it big, or am I just imagining things? It's just slightly bigger than a penny. King George VI. Yep, awesome. Oldest Canadian ever found is 1940 King George VI. Who did I send a 1940 Canadian to? It was a recent live stream, but who I sent one to someone. I can't remember who it was. I don't even know what this is. I cannot see Lincoln on there whatsoever. Let's get closer to you guys. Does anyone see Lincoln on there? Or the Lincoln Memorial? Or Wheat Ears? Or something like that? Because I don't see anything. And it's all black. I don't know what that is. That is curious thing. I can imagine the bank would take it as a penny though. 63D. Any guesses to what that could be? Probably a lot of valuable pennies have gone through your hands. Maybe 1989 Canadian. Oh, it's $300. Wow, 1909 S. Is it the S of? They don't know if it's a VDB or not. It's a gamble. I don't know. I can't imagine like watching or like spending $300 on a roll of pennies. It seems kind of strange to me. A strange world the coin collecting community is. Or coin collecting in general. It's like, hey, I got this penny. It's really shiny. It's in a nice high grade. give me $100 for it, and you're like, no. So far, I haven't done that. I haven't paid $100 for a coin or more than that. Got a weird looking one here. 2013. It's all rainbowy. $69. Maybe this thing is a copper bingo chip or something. Got 2009, the formative years, and it's a 2009 plane. Got another Canadian, 1964, so it's a young hit. The Canadian wheat cent. Now I'm having trouble getting the things out of the box. I'm gonna go watch your quarter roll hunt. All right. There's a few of them, so let me go through the boxed one or just the small hunts. Guess it doesn't really matter. I found some good stuff I was collecting, so 67. Wheat penny. Alright guys, what does this one look like? It is. I'll try to guess the date just based on how nice it looks. I'm gonna guess. That's hard. Gonna guess 40s just because of that dent up there. It's in pretty good shape, whatever it is. Or 1951. Oh wow, it's older than I thought it was. By like 10 years, 11 years. 1940D. I think that's what it is, yeah, 40D. Nice. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wheat pennies, which is pretty much the average for boxes, if not more. I want to say the average is about 10, but it like jumps between like 7 and 10. Another Canadian. It's 1975. Boom. Got another Canadian, kind of beat up, but it's a 1966. There we go. Can barely tell it's Canadian. 67. $69. I feel like I always say what 69s are. I'm gonna grab them. And 1979 Canadian. Another one. So weird looking toned one. 1972 Denver. That's the weird looking. Another weird looking penny to add to the weird looking penny collection. Get another 60s, 1964 D. I think I'm just gonna end this soon, the live stream, because I gotta get some sleep. That's what happens when you decide to make live streams this late at night. I'm gonna wake up at 5 tomorrow. 1977 Canadian. This one looks like it's toned too. Backside looks better. Whereas, just looks weird. 77. 60-40. $66. That was a weird opening of roll. $67. No, nothing else. Wow, found something really nice, guys. It's a 1959. Actually, it looks like someone was altering him. You can see his beard. Let me show that with a loop. Someone's like carving into his beard. See that? That does not look like a normal penny. Let's compare that with a normal penny. That's pretty cool though. I don't think I've ever found one of those before. So that's what his face normally looks like. And this is what someone did to it. Maybe this isn't even a real penny. I don't even know how you do this. It's like he's got raised bumps on the side of his face. You guys see that? Really strange. Is there anything on the back? No, it's like they made dents to raise the copper in that area. And they carved it. So this is what you call, I guess, a buffalo penny? Like, not buffalo penny, hobo penny of sorts. But that's really cool. I like that. Keeping that for a long time. It's postman damage. That's some uniformed postman damage if I've ever seen it. Did you see all of that, Coin Roll Searcher? Alright, check this out again. I don't know how this could be postman damage. Someone raised the copper to the side of his face. By poking it from the back. Right? Because that's not, you can't just do that, right? Unless it's the Lincoln Memorial coming through, which I don't think it is. Because it wouldn't come up like that. That is postman damage. That's the most uniform, alien-looking postman damage I've ever seen. Yes? Okay. The weirdest postman damage I've ever seen. I guess I don't know what I'm talking about, as per usual. Everything I think is weird, which is weird, is always postman damage, or it's not an error, or it's something, you know? It's not anything I think it is. 2001 Canadian. $60D. 68D. Where's that a 68 plane? Or 68S? It's a D. You're saying like they melted it a bit and then they stamped it with that? I guess that makes sense. People always doing weird stuff with pennies. 67. I'm using Streamlabs. Isn't that what you use? Oh, also, what do you think this is? This was in a penny roll. It's like about penny sized. But it's not. It's just a little bit bigger. But it's copper. I think it's just some kind of like copper round. I'm not sure what that is. So be my guest and try to figure out what that is, unless you have seen it before and you know what it is. $69. It's a nice looking 76. Someone told me you deleted your channel. Who deleted his channel? Did you delete his channel? I hope your package arrives soon. Yeah, the package I sent you. I sent it a while ago now. It should be either coming. What day was it when I sent it? Probably I sent it on. What day was that? Was it Tuesday? I think I might have sent it Tuesday, but I could be wrong about that. And it was pretty cheap too, so that was nice. Hopefully I don't get lost to the void of the US Postal Service. That would be dumb. 64. 67. Circles. You know who I am. Circles, who circles? No, just made the mistake of selling some of my coins. Why would that be a mistake, man? We all sell our coins, you know? Actually, Cirque, while you're here, I want you to tell me what you think about this. Isn't that weird? Ah, Cirque is running away again. Oh well. That's what Coin Roll Searcher said. Well, see you later. Sorry. Good to see you. Another Canadian 1985. $66. They're getting close to 700 subs. Wow, dude, good for you. That's awesome. Warjickle. So, Coin Searcher, how many accounts do you have now? 10? 20? No one will be mod. I don't know. Wait. Yeah, still on Cirque's mod. Why do you guys want to be mod so bad? You guys are mod on like everyone else's channels. $19.68 Canadian. I have enough moderators for now, to be honest. I just don't see a lot of them anymore. I don't know why. Guess they're really busy with other things. It's a nice 62. $62 plain. To make sure the trolls go away, so the trolls can block people. The mods can block people. Did I say the trolls can block people? That doesn't make any sense. Got 5 rolls left. So if someone looks like they're committing suicide, that's not good. You really shouldn't do that or joke about it. But then again, the people joking about suicide are the ones most likely to do it. Probably depressed. That's just how they deal with their depression. So, I hope you're alright, coin searcher. And I hope you don't kill yourself. And if you're thinking about killing yourself, you should probably talk to someone about that. Got 1970 Canadian. 67 regular. 1959 D. Kind of lacking on the wheats tonight. 6 of them. We got 1 roll left. And we got nothing else. Well, that was fun. Any oldies? We got some. These wheat pennies. 1940, I think is the oldest one. 44, 56, 48, that one, 51, and 57. Alright guys, thank you for being in the stream. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.